Chapter United Nations. The United Nations, which is UN, it is an organization formed to help and maintaining peace in the world. The term United Nations was first used by Franklin D. Roosevelt. He was the former President of United States of America, USA. We know that after World War I, the countries that were involved in the wars realized that war was not the solution for disputes. The League of Nations. There was a lot of destruction in the world after First and Second World War. The dates of World War were: World War I happened between 1914 to 1918 and World War II happened between 1939 till 1945. Formation of UN. However, the World War II could not be prevented. Thus, for the world peace, the United Nations Organization UNO was formed after World War II in 1945. Hence, on 24th October 1945, 50 member countries signed the UN Charter in San Francisco, USA. India was one of them. Objectives of the UN. The main objectives of the UN are to promote peace, cooperation in solving economic, social, and humanitarian problems at international level, and the most importantly, respect for human rights and freedom. Organs of the UN. There are 6 main organs that carry out the work. Number 1, General Assembly. Number 2, Security Council. Number 3, Economic and Social Council. Number 4, Trustship Council. Number 5, Secretariat. Number 6, the International Court of Justice. Now, let's have a look on these organs. General Assembly. General Assembly is the main body of the UN. The headquarters are in the New York City, USA. Once in a year, it meets in November. Each member country has one vote in the General Assembly. Security Council. The Security Council looks after international peace and security. It has 15 member countries, out of which 5 are permanent members. China, France, Russia, United Kingdom, and the USA are the permanent members. The rest 10 countries are non-permanent members and are elected for a period of 2 years. Economic and Social Council. It is a network of agencies created by the UN work under this council. They help the poor, sick, and the illiterates. They also look after the issues like human rights, regulation of trade, and equality of women. Secretariat. Secretary General is the head of the Secretariat. It carries out the day-to-day work of the UN and looks after the policies and programs laid down by other organs. International Court of Justice (ICJ). It is the judicial organ of the UN. Its headquarters are at The Hague, Netherlands, and it settles disputes between the countries and advises the member countries on the matter related to the international laws. Now, let's have a look at some of the agencies of UN. First is UNESCO. UNESCO is the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, encourages international cooperation in the fields of education, science and culture. WHO, the World Health Organization, looks after the public health at international level. Mainly, it works to promote the general health of people across the world. UNICEF, the United Nations Children's Fund, earlier known as the United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund. It works for children and their rights. FAO, that is the Food and Agricultural Organization. It works towards removing hunger from the world. ILO, the International Labour Organization, provides opportunities to men and women to getting work. The member countries help people fight collectively against diseases and disabilities. The UN appoints goodwill ambassadors for spreading awareness about the aims of the UN. Achievements of the UN. The UN is very successful in maintaining peace in the world. It was successful in solving many international disputes and prevented conflicts and wars. India and the UN. India is one of the founder members of the UN. And our country always supports the UN programs and always involves actively in all the UN activities.